Hello, I'm Dr. Victoria Sarvati, and you're watching Candid Gems. These are small little snippets about the first century understanding of Yeshua. What we're going to talk about today is the first fruits, the first fruit offering. What is that, and how does it apply right now to us as believers in Yeshua? In Leviticus 23:10, it says, when you come into the land that I've given you, don't forget to give me back the first fruits of the land. So God is requiring that the very first thing that comes out of the ground belongs to Him. The scripture says that it's holy and it belongs to Him. So let's think about this for a minute. Let's pretend that I gave you a business. Maybe it's a dress shop on the corner. I paid for the investment. I bought the gift shop. I put the inventory in. I even put the employees in. I pay for all the electricity. I've given you everything that you need, and I say, hey, I want you to run it for me. I want you to be the steward over this gift shop that I've invested into. And then I'm going to pay you a salary. And of that salary, for me providing all of this for you, I want to go in partnership, by the way, and for me providing all this for you, give me back the first 10% as my part of what I've invested in my shop that you are now running and you're a part of, and you are part owner in. So doesn't it make sense for us to give back a portion to God? And He requires that first 10%. After all, He gives you the opportunities. He opens the doors of your vocation. He gives you the health. He gives you the benefits. He gives you all that you need so that you are equipped in order to do what He's called you to do in this world that He's given you to live in. And so it says in Romans that if the first part of the dough is holy, then the rest of it is holy. How is it holy? It's only holy when we offer it back unto Him. It's that principle of the first fruits. So when we give the first 10% of what God has given to us, give it back to Him, then He says the 90% that you get to keep is now sanctified. It's set apart. It's holy. And now it's protected by the Lord and His promises of covenant. If you don't give back the 10% to the Lord, you leave yourself open to all kinds of hindrances of the spirit world, because you see that tithe is a holy tithe. It's a spiritual tithe. It doesn't belong to us. It's not really a part of this world that we live in, but it has a spiritual aspect to it. So who do we give it to? Do we give it to ourselves? If we give it to ourselves, then we are putting ourselves on the throne as God. And we're not God. So that portion becomes accursed, and it's not protected by the promises of God. So why don't you also try this out? Give the first 10th to the Lord. Give it back to Him. After all, He's giving you everything in order for you to function in this world. Doesn't He deserve some of that back? And see that He will not bless you and keep you and protect you and sanctify the rest for your use on this earth in your life. God bless you and shalom.